What is up, everybody, and welcome to another NFL prediction video. This video will be for week 7 of the NFL season. I cannot believe we are week 7 already. It is insane. I always say this every year, but the NFL season goes so fast. It is crazy. So last week we actually did very good. If you see above me, our new record is 53-39, which means last week for week 6 we went 13-1. 13-1. If I was not stupid and for some reason picked the Broncos to beat the Chargers, I would have went undefeated last week, which is insane. I have never in the well, I started this last year, but I never had a record that good all of last year. I mean, in week 1 we went 14-2. So it's not that crazy, but if like I said, if I wasn't stupid and picked the Broncos over the Chargers, I would have not missed one game. So maybe the season is finally getting back to where it should be. But let's start this week. The Thursday night game is very weird this week because we got Denver at the Saints. This game could go either way. The Saints have no players on that, like none of their starters. It seems like are playing except for Alvin Kamara. So Denver is favored by 3 points, and I am gonna have to agree with that, even though Saints are at home. The Saints just have nobody playing. It feels like they have nobody playing, so I'm gonna go with Denver. Um, Even though I picked them last week to beat the Chargers, and that is the only game I lost, I'm still gonna go with them against the Saints, only because the Saints have seem like they have nobody playing this week. I'm also trying something new because I feel like I'm way too loud, and I feel like I breathe too much into the mic, so I have it a little further away from my mouth. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, let's keep going. Next, we have New England at Jacksonville. This is a London game, so it's at 9:30 in the morning. Jacksonville is favored by 6 points. I'm gonna agree with that. Um, Even though Jacksonville has not played up to their potential this year, it is against the Patriots, and yeah, I have to go Jacksonville. There's no way I can pick Jacksonville to lose against the Patriots. Next, we have Seattle at Atlanta. This game will be very interesting. This one could go either way. Um, Seattle has obviously looked very good. Atlanta has also looked very good. You know what? I'm gonna start pulling up the records again. Um, just so I can see where everybody's at. So Seattle is 3-3. Atlanta's 4-4 or 4-2. It is at Atlanta, so I'm gonna have to go with Atlanta to beat Seattle. Um, excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Atlanta to beat Seattle at Atlanta. Next, we have Tennessee at Buffalo. This one's easy for me. I'm going Buffalo. Buffalo's favored by 10 points. I think this is my lock of the week. Is Buffalo to beat Tennessee. That's an easy one for me. Next, we have Cincinnati at Cleveland. This one is interesting because Cincinnati, they started off very slow. They're still 2-4, but Cleveland is 1-5, and Cleveland, I feel like, is cleaning house. They just traded Amari Cooper to Buffalo. Um, I kind of feel like they're cleaning house right now, so I'm gonna go Cincinnati to beat Cleveland. I think that one's easy for me. Cincinnati is favored by 6 points. I don't see Cleveland, if they do keep Deshaun for the season. They're, I mean, it's not all Deshaun's fault either, which is the crazy part. Um, the Eagles barely beat them last week, which tells you something. Even though Eagles they're a disaster right now too. Cleveland is just, I feel like they're one player away from being good. Let's just leave it at that. Especially if Nick Chubb comes back. Um, so yeah. Next we got Houston at Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 3 points. Um, this is a hard one to pick. This is one of those ones where I would not gamble on this game because this is a toss up to me. Um, it is at Green Bay. Man, this one is hard. This might be one that I have to watch Sunday. Um, Man, Houston at Green Bay. Houston is 5-1. Green Bay is 4-2. Part of me is telling my brain is telling me to pick Houston right now. But Green Bay has been so hot. Like even without Jordan Love, they were so good. But it's Houston, man. I gotta go Houston. Green Bay is favored by 3 points, which I'm very surprised about. Green Bay is home, but Houston is a really good team. Unless there's an injury I don't know about, which is very possible because I don't keep up with every NFL team. I'm not really sure why Green Bay is favored, but I'm going Houston. Next, we got Miami at the Colts. Colts are favored by 3. Miami is 2-3. The Colts are 3-3. I'm not sure if Anthony Richardson is playing. I'm not really sure, and I'm not sure if Tua is playing either. So, with that being said, not knowing if either of them are playing, I'm gonna go with the Colts because Miami without Tua is not good. So I'm gonna have to go the Colts. That one could be either way because if Tua starts, then Miami will probably win. But if Anthony Richardson starts, the Colts should win. It's weird. That one's hard to pick because I don't know who's gonna play. So next we got Detroit at Minnesota, and holy crap, this is another one of those Houston versus Green Bay ones where who the hell knows who's gonna win this game. To everybody's shock, Minnesota has been 5-0 with Sam Darnold at quarterback. Detroit is 4-1. If this was any like other season, it'd be Detroit. But Minnesota is 5-0 for a reason. Yes, they have Sam Darnold at quarterback, but they are 5-0. So how can I pick against Minnesota? The answer is I am, and I'm gonna go Detroit. People might be like, "What the hell are you thinking? Minnesota's undefeated, but man, Detroit is hot right now." They just put a beating on Dallas. And the week before that, they put a beating on, I forget, but who was that? Let me check. Oh, they were on a bye before that, but the week before that, they put a beating on Seattle. So I can't pick against Detroit right now. Like I said, even though Minnesota is undefeated, I just have to pick Detroit at Minnesota. I might be crazy for that, but we'll see. Hopefully, I'm right. But let's move on to Philadelphia at the Giants. This one, this should be, oh, the Eagles are going to stomp the Giants. This is an easy win. But man, the way the Eagles have been playing, like, in all honesty, we should have beat the Browns by like 30 points. We only beat them by like, how much did we beat them by? 5 points? 4 points? I think it was 4. Yeah, 4 points. Like, the Eagles just aren't playing up to what they could play this year. The last time we faced the Giants, they killed us. They absolutely destroyed us, ran us off our own field. I think that was in Philadelphia, if I remember correctly. But they just absolutely destroyed us. So I have no confidence in this game that we're going to win. Like, I mean, we should win, but will we? I'm going to pick us because we should win. Like, the Eagles should win. They're favored by 3 at the Giants. So, I mean, I think Saquon is going to have a really good game because he wants his revenge on his old team. But will he? That's the question. Like, the Eagles, for some reason, sometimes don't want to use Saquon. Like, I don't know. So, that's my guess. The Eagles should win, but will they win? We'll see. I'll be live for that game. So make sure you go to my Twitch. The link will be in the description. I will be live reacting to that game at 1 o'clock on my Twitch. So make sure you're there, please. Next, we got the Raiders at the Rams. I'm going to have to go. Actually, the Rams are favored by 7 points. The Raiders just did trade Davante Adams to the Jets. I don't know. This one's another hard one. I'm gonna go the Rams. I'm gonna go the Rams. That one could go either way. That's another one I won't be betting on. That one's just a hard game to pick. we'll just move on from that. Next, we got Carolina at Washington. This one's easy for me. Washington. Washington lost last week, but there's no way they lose to Carolina. This is a win for them. As much as I hate to say it, Jaden Daniels is the real deal. He's a really good quarterback so far, at least. It pains me to say it because they are a rival, but I can't deny it anymore. They're a good team. They're 4-2 for a reason. Next, we got Kansas City at San Francisco. This is a game I'm excited for. San Francisco is favored by 2 points, which I'm very surprised, even though it is in San Francisco. Kansas City is undefeated. San Francisco is only 3-3. I'm gonna have to go Kansas City for my prediction. Even though I don't want Kansas City to win, I think they're gonna win. They're good this year. They're really good. They're 5-0 without they won last week without Rashee Rice. Who's their running back? They don't really have a good running back. I mean, Isaiah Pacheco, but he's been hurt too. So, I mean, this one could. I mean, San Francisco could obviously win, but will they? I don't think so. So, I'm gonna go Kansas City. Next, we got the Jets at Pittsburgh. This one will be interesting. I don't think that Davante Adams is gonna play because it feels too soon. And I think I seen that Russell Wilson is gonna start. I'm not positive on that. The Jets are favored by 2 points. This is another hard one. Jets at Pittsburgh. Without the Davante Adams trade, I would pick Pittsburgh, but I don't know if he's gonna play. I think he will because the Jets are favored, and I also think that Russell Wilson is starting for Pittsburgh. So with that being said, I'm gonna actually go with the Jets, which I know is kind of a weird pick based on the records, but based on what I've heard and seen, I have to go Jets. That might be a dumb pick, but I don't know. And they also, like, the game against Buffalo was close. Like, that wasn't they didn't get blown out. That was close. So, and this week we do have 2 Monday night games. We have Baltimore at Tampa Bay. Baltimore is favored by 4 points. I'm actually going to agree with that. I'm going to go Baltimore over Tampa Bay, even though Tampa Bay has looked really good. They are 4-2. Both teams are 4-2. I'm gonna have to go Baltimore to beat Tampa Bay at home. Baltimore's just too good. Even though they kind of started off slow, I feel like they always start off slow. So I'm gonna go Baltimore. Then we got the Chargers at Arizona. Chargers are favored by 3. Chargers are 3-2. Arizona is 2-4. And this is another game that could go either way. A lot of these games this week are kind of hard to pick, so I'm curious to see what my record's going to be, but I don't think it's going to be 13-1 again. I'll just say that. Excuse me. I'm going to go Chargers to beat Arizona at home. And those are my predictions for the week. We have 2 teams on a bye. Chicago is on a bye, and Dallas Cowboys are on a bye. So yeah, we have 15 games this week. Let's see what our record is, and we will go over that in the next video, which I'll see you in next Thursday. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully my predictions are good as last week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.